Hey Daphne, thanks for hopping on a quick call with me. Yeah, of course, I know who you are, but can you please introduce yourself a little bit? Who are you? Where are you from? And where are you at the moment? And what were you doing before joining the program?
Yes. Okay, I'm from Australia, currently traveling as a digital nomad, and I think, almost finished my coaching, so 2.5 months through the program. Um, and before this was working part-time at a bike store and then part-time digital marketing. Um, for one client. And then and so moving forward, we'll be working full time um, with a really big client that I got. That was my dream client.
Cool. We're gonna talk about that in a second. So, um, before joining the program, like, were there any, because you say you already were working a little bit as a digital
Mhm.
marketer, were there any struggles that you were having, like when it came to landing new clients?
Yeah, for sure. I think that the freelancing space is just like such an abyss of the unknown. And I was so determined to figure it out on myself and, uh, make my own progress. But when it actually got to making the progress, I was kind of questioning, am I doing this right? Like, what are the next steps? How do I expand in this space? It feels like there's so much to do. And so I got the course as just like this piece of guide, especially because of the way that my mind works to help me on the next steps and actually provide a framework in this totally unframeworked environment.
Yes, kind of like a step by step. Cool.
Yeah,
So, what would you say was like the most valuable part of the program for you?
that's a good question. I would say number one, the community, because like to have that network is so strong. And number two would be definitely just the processes for making the strong foundations as a freelancer. It like and the guides on how to do things. They're quite simple, yet they're super effective, and they provide a nice little a lot of comfort in those steps.
All right. Cool. So, yeah, can you tell us a little bit about your biggest accomplishment? Yeah, you landed your dream client. So, can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, yes. So this person was one of my ultimate goals in freelancing. That was like the vision board client of people I want to work with. She was at the top of the list. And yes, I just reached out. She's quite well known within my niche. So my niche is like spiritual mentors. And I feel like the stars aligned for this opportunity. And I feel like there are lots of different factors that probably led to the success of this. One of them was like LLMP really helped in the sense that I felt really confident that I have the skills vault available for all of the knowledge that I need to
Yeah.
learn, hard skills. But also the other aspect was I'd set myself up felt like strongly enough that I felt like I could reach out to someone. And then the final aspect was I had been doing my inner work
Mm.
to become like, I feel like a match to this client. So yeah, I kind of reached out in the sense of like, I really, on such a personal level, um, and I had that foundation there to like as the personality trait, but then the
Mhm.
backing of LLMP to give me the confidence to actually move forward and reach out.
Nice. Yeah. So you, yeah. So it's definitely like a combination of a little bit the program, but also, yeah, it's your dream client, right? So it's also, I think, easier for you to connect with this person because you already
Mm.
love what she is doing so much.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
yeah. So I think with like 1 month of work, you already almost made like the investment of the program back, I think.
Yeah, yes, it is a 3,500 a month package. So if that's, I think that is the investment of the course.
Yeah, almost. So did you sign them on for a certain period of time or is it just
It's just going to be a continual contract.
yeah.
I think 3 months testing period,
Mhm.
and then from there we'll review what things can be added, what their budget is,
Yeah,
and the scope of work that that works around. So for the moment, it's a 3 month
yeah.
testing period.
Nice. So exciting.
Yeah, it
So,
is.
um, when you before like joining the program, like what were your thoughts about investing into it and what
Mm.
made you decide to jump in?
Yeah, well, before the program, I was thinking, wow, that's a lot of money to invest in something that I could just do myself. Um, but honestly, the main thing that I've also seen when talking to people, so what made me jump in was the fact that it's a 3 month turnaround time, and I had given myself 3 months to do it by myself. I'm like, okay, I'll get fully independent, up and running, and if I don't, then I'll see what the course has to offer. Um, and so that I didn't do it myself in 3 months. I felt like probably more in the abyss than ever. And what's the thing? Oh, I've noticed a lot that it's really beneficial to have a like a certification per se, and that actually people kind of look for that for the
Good.
credibility.
Yeah.
So no matter how much you take away from the course, to have that certification is actually really valuable. It's like a university degree in this freelancing world.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So what if someone is watching this right now and they're like trying to decide whether or not they should join? What would you tell them?
Mm, very good question. I would say it 100% depends on how committed you are, because if you want something bad enough, then you will absolutely get it if you work hard for it. So, for investing in this course, it is an investment in yourself if you're prepared to show up for the investment. All the opportunities are there, but it's like the ultimate gateway. And I think it provides such a strong foundation for you to make the steps in a safe space, in a supported community. But there is the responsibility, of course, for you to show up for yourself. And if this is what you truly want, then you will absolutely have the capacity to achieve your goals. It's so user friendly.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.